Hey guys, I wanted to show you a few journals I got on vacation. I've been at the beach for a week and I'm just as pale as before I left. We went on a family vacation. We hadn't done that in years or really had family time in years. It was really nice and it was a perfect beach view. A relative let us use their beach condo for free. You could see the water outside the window, which was perfect since we didn't really go outside much. And I thought I'd do a life update real quick. Probably won't be quick since I haven't done one in like 87 years. But this is my current journal that I'll show in another video, and it's like this much done in 3 weeks. I just put a bookmark in a random spot, but I really like this journal so far. Might eventually get sick of it. I had an elastic and I like that a lot better than the ones with the ties on the side. But there's that one, and for the new ones I got, I'll start with this one. We had a few random occurrences occur to us this week. And the first was this one. I got a journal just like this earlier in the year, and I imported it from a London museum. I'll try to link it below, but yeah, it was just really hard to find. I got the last one online earlier in the year, and when I saw this in the store on the beach in the US, I'm like, that can't be the same journal. I figured it was an anthology or history book of it, but it's actually the journal. It's got a few pages like this in it, and it's just really a different type of journal. I mean, the design's really different. And I'm not sure if I use both or if I'll be nice and share this one or something. I know a few of you guys liked it earlier in the year, and I do have two now. But this was the last one in the bookstore, and I couldn't resist it because it was so weird to see it there. And speaking of weird, we were driving back from the beach in the middle of nowhere in some town no one's ever heard of. Like, it's people that live there have heard of it, but I'd never heard of it. I don't even know where we were. And my friend was like, well, where should we go to for lunch? I'm like, let's just do Wendy's. I figured they'd like that better than McDonald's. So we went to Wendy's, and there were a few Wendy's in this small town. And we see this, like, a childhood friend. I mostly knew her parents, like, family friend that we knew my entire childhood. Her parents and her were there going to the beach. I'm like, what are you doing here? I saw the lady. I just, like, I could not think of a word to say. I just looked at her. I'm like, what? And I'm like, wait, where am I? I'm not in my hometown. Where am I that I'm running into this woman? But that was just so bizarre. And we had lunch with them. It was just really nice. Haven't really seen people from my childhood in recent years, and I really miss seeing that. So yeah, it was really so bizarre to run into him in the middle of nowhere, and it was just, yeah. Anyway, it's just different type of occurrence. And then I got this journal. It's kind of like those pillows that everyone has that I want. Kind of looks holographic, glittery, and this is really fun. I thought about using this for a school notebook just because it's so fun to do this. But yeah, the paper is the line spacing is huge. Not huge in a good way. It's kind of like thin, a little bit thin, kind of crinkly. It's really nice beach souvenir, and we hadn't done family vacations or family time in just years, so it was really, I went just a few souvenirs to remember it by. I got a necklace. I'll show you. And we went to the outlets, and stuff was like 80% off. It was some kind of back to school sale. And this one, actually, my mother bought it for me. I was really excited. I didn't have to spend like $20. But it was like 20 something. I thought it was really cute and kind of tropical, beachy. But I got a few candles too. They weren't really on sale, but I like lighting candles when I write. And this one's a lavender spa. Woodwick was actually bought out by Yankee Candle last year, and by Newell Products, and I think it's Newell Simmons, I don't know, but they own Rubbermaid and Papermate and some random brand, like I think Coffee Mate. They own so many different brands. I was like, I don't know, that sort of thing. Brands that own each other interest me. Coastal Sunset. This one smells really good. And then this. I'm always kind of surprised when I see brands are owned by different stuff, like Estee Lauder and MAC, and I think it's Smashbox are owned by the same one. Oh, and Clinique. In high school, I guess my mom took me to get makeup once. It's like a special, I don't know, birthday gift or something, or Christmas gift, to get a few things. And I was like, I'm going to get Clinique. It'll be so different from her. Like, her annual, like, kind of Christmas gift is Estee Lauder perfume. So I was like, I'm gonna be so different from her. Yeah, they're owned by the same company. I was like, oh crap. I realized that, but anyway. So yeah, this showed you that, and this one, this one I got on the way. Okay, my leg is about to fall off. You're in bed with me, by the way. I don't have a camera stand. I know my camera kind of sucks, but this is all I have, so it's just gonna have to be this way. I kind of want my videos to be casual anyway, like hanging out with each other and getting to know each other, and eventually I'll show some like normal pages from this in another video. I do have a few videos that I'm working on, like one from the Q&As, like the questions that you guys had for me. Like one was, what's your favorite page that you've ever written in a journal and what was the hardest? So I have a Q&A that I've been working on for that, and I think that will be kind of interesting because it's super personal, and I want to show stuff like that, like getting to know each other and sharing some of our kind of deepest emotions in like in writing. So that video is gonna have like actual showing you stuff inside. This one I'm too exhausted to like try to flip through a journal. I add in stuff like tax statements. Like I add in so much random stuff in journals I can't just straight up flip through without like paying attention to that sort of things. I add in just everything like that. But anyway, this journal I got on the way, and it's llamas. And I almost didn't get it because it's like I've got journals at home. I was like, put it back, but I kept looking at it. I'm like, this just cracks me up. So I'm gonna use this for school notes and kind of school writing too. Like I'm doing kind of pretty much full-time school and this semester, and I haven't done that in forever. And I'm gonna write like school fears and kind of hopes for the semester, I guess, and this like hope that I don't flunk out. But anyway, it took me years to get the GPA I wanted. I'm kind of I'm more than kind of nervous, kind of freaking out that I'll like take my GPA this semester. I'm starting a new school for this semester, and it's a kind of like, well, we have like more than one semester. I'm doing this intersession. I'm starting class this week. It's like an intersession 8-week class to start off with. So the whole program is a little bit over one semester. Like I'll be done by winter intersession, and it's kind of a work themed type program, so it's kind of more relevant than my actual degree studies are. But I'm going to graduate the new school over the winter intersession. So like this spring I'll graduate that, and then my actual school. So I'm kind of like freaking about classes, and I'm going to write some stuff like that in here and kind of keep this as a souvenir after that. After I hopefully graduate from both schools. But I got a new job this week that I have orientation for. It's kind of a seasonal part-time job. Okay, so my other job laid me off, and this was like the 4th contract layoff, and it's just the contract, so you can't get unemployment, and these contracts are just large companies and they couldn't care less about you. So like they just let everyone on the project go same day, and like that's that. Your last you don't get like extra time, or they don't give you notice. You're just like, all right, project's done. And like you have to stop working like right then. You can't bill them after that. So I was like that. My summer's been kind of like a large panic attack about that. And a lot of the times this company will switch you into another project, but they didn't have any open right now since they fired so many people all at the same time. And this was like the 4th contract I had in a year, so I kind of got sick of that. So I found just a random part-time seasonal to hire type of thing, and orientation for it this week. And I don't think it's actually like a livable job. I think it's just straight up part-time, but it doesn't really pay well either. But it's something, and if I can make that work for a month, then they'll be fine after that. I spent like 14 hours applying to jobs the other day, like a while back. I think it was like 2 weeks ago now. And I actually got some callbacks, which was really kind of reassuring, even though I applied to everything, just straight up like 14 active hours of like click, apply, like panic attack applying. And I was literally having a panic attack most of that day. But yeah, I even applied to like, I've never done fast food stuff in my life. I have no experience in that. I was like, I'm just going to apply to everything. And I actually got a few calls back from that. So it was really, I think I got out of like 14 hours, I got maybe a little over a dozen callbacks, which was really exciting, even though some of that was like the fast food ones. But the job I got is kind of, you have to like walk around a lot, so I'm not sure if that will really, my body's gonna fall off, like if I can really do that. I had a few, like 2 interviews for a normal full-time job that I was supposed to call back this past week, but so much travel and I was just, my anxiety was just over the top and I didn't feel well. I felt like I was gonna just gag like one of the days and I was just too panicked. I know that sounds like, oh, just deal with it, just call them, but if you're like that over the top, nervous and just kind of not at your best, like I would have tanked the interview anyway. I just wanted to vacation and spend, like, we have family time every few years, so it's just so rare. I was like, I don't screw the job for a week. So I'm going to try to call them this week and hopefully do those interviews. They're kind of like outside of my league anyway, so I'm not sure if, well, one of them is, one of them I could maybe do, but I figured I wouldn't get them anyway, so it's kind of like a, but I'm going to try to do those this week. I was hoping to avoid the orientation, like this other job that's part-time. For the orientation stuff, I was hoping to have another job and avoid that one altogether, but we'll see. Anyway, the journals for school. What else? I got school themed stuff. This is a pen case I just couldn't pass up. I got this at, what was it, Office Depot. It's like $5. And what else was I could do in my life update? Put some pins in here. I put pretty much all the G2 pins that I have left. I kind of did the one book July thing, and I pretty much used one pin at the same time, so I didn't even use a pin case for a while. I used this one a lot of the month, and I just put this on top of, I might as well show you the actual journal, this and the elastic, and just use it like that. And I finished up that kind of blue and purple journal last month, and I've been using that since I was a teenager, so that was kind of weird that I filled in like a month that had been sitting in my life for so long. When I was like a young teen, I'd had that so long, but yeah, I think I've pretty much done a life update, vacation, layoff, seasonal job, new school. I do have a few videos that I'm trying to come up with. Oh yeah, the journaling tag video. I kind of need more questions for you. If you have like ideas for that, let me know. I want to make videos that have some sort of meaning. Like I don't have to change my channel name to like crap I bought. So let me know if you have ideas. I know I'm not living through this, but that takes mental energy that I don't really have at the moment, and time I don't really have. But I do plan to show some like actual written pages in the next few videos, and I want to figure out how to make videos that have meaning and like try to get to know you guys. I'm not really sure how to do that, but if you have ideas, that would be awesome. I'm just gonna do this. So much fun. Okay, I think I'll leave it at that. It's already really long, and yeah, have a good, I don't even know what day it is. Beach life, who cares what day it is? I literally have no tan at all. I'm gonna get some sunless tan on the way back, and look like I've seen the sun at some point in my life. Alright, have a good night, bye.